Uh, okay, hi everyone. It's Global Scholarships, and I'm your host Az. And I'm joined here by Ayman. Ayman? How are you? How are things going?
Hello. Hi, Az.
I couldn't hear you there. Um, how are you? How are things?
I'm doing good, thank you. How are you?
Okay, I'm doing good too. Thank you very much. So everyone, we are here with another weekly live stream, a Friday live stream. If you're new, we are doing this every Friday. So at any point, if you have any questions, you can ask them. We'll do our best to answer them for you. Now, we go through a couple of scholarships that I've picked for every week's live stream. So I'm gonna go over those and like talk about how to like the schools, the benefits, and how to apply for like all the available information. But at any point, if you have any questions, hang on, I'm way too loud. I'll look okay. So yeah, this list. Okay, this looks better. So if at any point you have any questions, they don't have to be about the specific scholarship we are talking about. They don't have to be about the specific school we are talking about. Just about could be any scholarship, any school in general, like studying abroad, your experiences, any issues that you're having difficulties dealing with. You can ask any questions that in the chat, and we'll do our best to answer them for you. Again, if for our older viewers, like people who have been watching us for a time for a while now, Hyun is not here, but I'm here joined by Eamon. So we'll do our best to answer your questions. Feel free to ask them whenever. So other than that, I will start going over our scholarships. You can contact us from our live streams. You can contact us from any YouTube videos, like comment sections. If you have any questions, one of our viewers asked, how can I contact you? You can, or if you are like specifically interested in any scholarship, if you can go to our website, globalscholarships.com, and in every page we have like comment section, and you can ask your questions there, and we'll do our best to answer them. And we have another question: how to get scholarship for University of Tokyo, and please tell in detail about getting admission in it as undergraduate. Okay, I'm pretty sure we have some tutorials on application process of University of Tokyo, and for scholarships that we do a couple of I think we have a couple of videos about like the scholarships on there, but like in general, you first have to go through the application process. So like we have videos on that. Eamon, would you like to give a further answer for that? Maybe while I can meanwhile look for our video tutorial
Um,
on that.
yeah, sure. So as far as I know, the University of Tokyo is competitive to get into, and they, for the most part, only offer scholarships on a merit basis. So you would only get a scholarship if you have outstanding academic record. Um, as far as I know, and as far as I remember, uh, there is or there are no scholarships that are just offered upon admission to all students or based on financial need alone. I think there's always the academic aspect. So if you have good grades as an international student, you have great chances of securing a scholarship. Other than that, it's really, really hard to do so.
Okay, thank you. So I've just shared a link for our video, the application tutorial of the University of Tokyo. Also, right now I shared another link that is for our page for University of Tokyo, where you can find a lot of information about the application process, you know, the population and etc. Hang on, let me just actually showcase it here. So as you can see, we have a whole page for University of Tokyo. And you can see like the application process. You can click any of these links to go through the application process. You can see deadlines here, the tuition fees, and then we have all the scholarships that are available for you. As you can see, like we have two tuition fee exemptions, merit scholarships, and tuition fee exemption for graduate students. So for undergraduate, as you can see, we have two different scholarships. One is tuition fee exemption, and the other is merit scholarship. So you can click on these like scholarship page links and see them in more detail. We'll see a couple of other scholarships that I picked today, like pretty much the same process. You can just learn about them from our links. So if you have any other specific questions. Hi, another viewer asks, could you tell us about Merit, most prestigious fully funded scholarship in the USA for undergraduate, like Lester B. Pearson in Canada? Do we have a specific scholarship that we can categorize like that? Amen? Like most prestigious fully funded merit scholarship. Something that resembles Lester B. Pearson.
I think the closest thing in the US is the Fulbright scholarship. And then that would be followed by any scholarship offered by need blind universities. So these universities offer fully funded scholarships to all admitted students. So you just need to find the list of the need blind universities, or at least need aware universities. For need aware universities, you're not guaranteed um, a scholarship upon admission, but uh, you have a high chance of getting that if you are or if you demonstrate financial need and you have outstanding academic record. But I think the closest scholarship to the Lester B. Pearson in Canada is the Fulbright scholarship.
Fulbright, right? Okay, so as you can see, I've just shared our link for our page of scholarships in United States. So you can go here and, for example, choose like full funding, and then choose if you want subject, if you want nationalities. But one thing about nationalities is that if scholarship doesn't have a specific nationality, then it doesn't show here. For example, if you choose like Albanian, it only shows you scholarships that are specific to Albanian. So if you don't choose any nationality here, a lot of them are just available for all nationalities, and you can just hang on. Yeah, you can you choose degree here for bachelor's degree, for example, and you can see a lot of like more than 100 scholarships we have here. Also, they ask, thanks, and also like which exam is needed to get in EOT, like SAT or TOEFL or any other. Would you like to answer that, Eamon? Or
I mean, I would have to look into that, but I don't know the answer.
hang on, let's take a quick look.
Yeah.
Maybe we can find it. So here in our website, you can just come here and like click international students like application pages, admission pages. So you can go here and like this will direct you to the universities page. So as you can see, we have undergraduate admissions, and here we have, as you can see, different courses taught in English, taught in Korean. So you can go to those and just learn more. Yeah, another viewer answered the question, depends on the curriculum. I guess you can click here, global science course, and you can get more information here. Hang on, let me just actually share the link for this one too. I like the admission page. You can get more information from there. So, okay. We are glad we can help. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask them. Otherwise, I'm gonna start with our first scholarship of the day, which is, let's see, which is UCL Global Undergraduate Scholarship at the University College London. So this is for bachelor's degree students. It's full funding. There are no specific nationalities. There are no specific subjects for this scholarship. It does have a separate application. We'll see about that later. So what it covers, but by the way, every scholarship today, we'll see today, covers your tuition fees, well, up to your tuition fees, and also gives you additional financial aid. So this too, as you can see, for we have 30 recipients, and for 20 of them, this covers the entire tuition fee, and 10 for 10 recipients, it not only covers the entire tuition fee, but also gives you a living stipend. How much living stipend, we'll see. First, University College London, if you do not know, is a very good school in London. As you can see, hang on, actually, let us see about the school for our viewers who do not know. It's in London. It's a very old and very prestigious school in the center of London. As you can see, it's one of the, I guess, oldest schools in London. So if you want to study here, in general, if you want to study in a kingdom, it's a very good school. So there are 5 scholarships for students here, and you can have more information in here about like the admission process, application process, by going to admission page of the university, like making your application, international entry requirements, etc. So here we have deadlines and the tuition fees. Tuition fees are a bit high, around $30,000 for on average for bachelor students. So this scholarship covers entirety of that for 30 people, and for 10 people it gives an extra living stipend. So yeah, this is the school. As you can see, there are other scholarships that you can see here, not just this one. Hang on, I forgot to share our link. Share a link here and here too. Okay, so yeah, this is the scholarship. You can, as you can see, there is no specific eligibility criteria, just be an incoming international student. Oh yeah, sorry. You have to be from a low income background. So what does low income mean? We'll see in a minute. You can click here to go to the website of the university to get more information. As you can see, we have here key information. Like the selection criteria is financial need, and all undergraduate students are eligible. Other than that, it's pretty much the same with the information that we have on our website. Now, this here must be, I guess, Ayman, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but I guess this is a mistake, a misspelling. It says, we will consider your application if your household income is above £42,000. It should be below, I guess, like, because if you have a low income household. So this is like the limit of a low income household. So am I wrong here, Ayman? I feel like this has to be misspelled or something, because like we will consider your application if your household income is above 42,000. I think it should be either below or it's not above. So yeah, if your household income does not exceed this number, you can apply for this. Also, there are 33, as you can see, but 3 from the 30 we spoken about. These 3 are for students, specifically for students from India. So if you're from India, you have a higher chance of getting this. And we have the application process here. You have to log into, I'm not sure, it's Portico. It's their like student service, online service. So, and we can go follow this for application process. Yeah, that's pretty much it. This is UCL Global Undergraduate Scholarship. Also, if you're interested in applying to this school, we have a tutorial on the application that will take you from zero, and then it will take you to the last page of like making the payment to application fee. So yeah, if you're interested, you can check that out. It will get you through the entire process of applying to UCL. So yeah, if you have any questions about this one, feel free to ask. Eamon, do you have anything you want to add about this scholarship or the school?
Um, well, UCL is a very, very well-known university in the United Kingdom. I still think that admission is very difficult to such a university, especially for international students. At the same time, I think that um, the fact that they offer such scholarships to international students, and I think they're also targeting the Indian students over other nationalities by offering the majority of them to them. I think it's good. I think it's worth it if uh, some international students has the grades for it and can fulfill the admission requirements. It's a great university to apply to.
Yeah, it's quite competitive, uh, I guess, to get into. Yeah, so if you have any questions, guys, feel free to ask them. We have two messages, no, one message from Facebook. One of our viewers asked, "I'm pursuing MBA program at University of People based in Pasadena. I'm not sure how that's pronounced. California, USA. Please, can I have a fully funded scholarship for the program because I'm having financial constraints to fund the program conclusively. If you can come in to help me, I will appreciate it." Eamon, maybe you can answer this while I can look for a couple of links that is related to this one.
Yeah, so they said they're in pursuing an MBA at the University of the People at Pasadena, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, so I'm not aware of uh, any scholarships that they offer, if they offer any at all.
Mm,
Um,
sorry. Yeah, I cannot find anything in our database as well. Maybe you might want to look into. Maybe they might want to look into other like institutions if there are.
because
I don't.
as far
I
as I
genuinely
know,
don't.
like the University of the People, I thought it was just an online university. So,
Um, I do not
but
know
I could
about
be
that.
wrong.
Maybe they could give us more context about the university.
Um,
Uh, Maybe if you can give us a little more information about the education process, we might help you, and you might want to look into other institutions that might uh, provide such financial aids. But yeah, our database doesn't turn up any results as well about that one. Okay, so again, if you can give us more information about the program you're in, uh, is it online or maybe some other type of education, we can be more helpful perhaps. So meanwhile, let's check out our second scholarship of the day. So this is very, very aptly named University Scholarship at Peking University. It's in Beijing. It's for bachelor students, master students, and PhD students. It's full funding. There are no specific nationalities or subjects, and there are no separate application needed. So this covers again, this is the reason I said up to full tuition fees, because in a lot of scholarships in China, it's not just either a partial scholarship or a full scholarship, but a lot of scholarships cover, like, for some people it's partial, for some people it's full tuition fee waiver. This is like that too. But before we get to that, maybe we can look into Peking University a little bit more. You can click here. Again, this is in Beijing, like in the capital. So it's a big university, but there is just one scholarship. Again, like, it's just one scholarship that can have different forms, like different types of financial aid. If you want more information about this school, hang on. So you can see here where it is. It's in Beijing. Oh, hang on. Let's see the place first. In China. So if you want to study in China, this might be a good option for you. It's kind of an old school, like more than like a century old. It has, I kind of like the architecture actually, like kind of classical traditional Chinese architecture with integrated with modern architecture. So yeah, if you want to study here, oh, hang on, let me share the skill. I keep forgetting that. I'm not sure why. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, this is the school. Again, you can see the application process here by clicking on bachelor's or master's, which will take you to the admission page of the university, where you can get more information about different programs, and as you can see, we have like tuition fees, and other than tuition fees, we also have like estimated cost of living, which, for like, when you sum this up, it's around 55,000 Chinese wons. So which is, as you can see, is around twice the tuition fee of the school. So like, it is on average around 4,000 US dollars yearly tuition fee, and then around, I guess, $8,000 to $10,000 would be the yearly estimated living cost from these numbers. So yeah, this covers entirety or some of it, but again, like, $4,000 is not nothing, but compared to a lot of schools, it's quite affordable. So yeah. Eligibility criteria includes being of good health. That is important for Chinese schools, a lot of Chinese schools. No non-recipient of other scholarships, and not possessing a professional degree, not unless in a joint degree program or an English taught program. You have to be in a Chinese taught program. So you can click here to learn more about the scholarship. Oh, hang on. Which is not a lot of information, if I'm being honest. Pretty much the same information that we have on our website. Again, duration is for undergraduate, for masters, for PhD candidates. They're different. And value is that, as you can see, for some students, they're not very, like, they don't offer very detailed explanations of what these are. But, like, for example, for some people, it's full scholarship that covers tuition fees, living stipend, which include accommodation subsidy, and comprehensive medical insurance for international students. And for some people, it's a partial scholarship which covers tuition. So you can see when to apply. And if you want to apply, you do that through the school's online system, which you can see. It's kind of a little hidden, if I'm being honest. Like we have to go through here, and then, like, hang on. Then here you have online application. You have to click on here, and it will take you to the, as you can see, International Student Service System. So yeah, this is Peking University scholarships for international students. It can cover your partial tuition fee or entire tuition fee plus a living stipend if you want to study in China. So, Eamon, do you have anything you want to add about this?
Yeah, so I think as much as I think that this is a good scholarship, I think the downside is that there is an implication that you have to be enrolled in a Chinese taught program. So if
Right,
you're enrolled in an English taught program, you're not eligible for the scholarship.
right.
So I don't think it would be interesting to a lot of international students unless they already speak Chinese or plan on learning it before.
Right. Yeah, it's relatively affordable in terms of like cost of living as well, I guess. Uh, like based on the numbers they've given for living costs. Yeah. So if you're interested in like studying in Chinese thought courses, this might be interesting for you. So yeah, that's it. If you have any questions, you can ask them right now or ask them at any point. Again, they don't have to be about the scholarships or schools that we are talking about. They could be about anything regarding studying abroad. So yeah. Um, Otherwise, I'll just move on to our third scholarship of the day, which is Padua International Excellence Scholarship at the University of Padua. Before I forget, let me share the little link for people who want to tag along. Yeah, this is for both bachelor's and master's students. It's in University of Padua. It's full funding, no specific nationalities, no specific subjects. There are 53 recipients for this. It covers your entire tuition fees and around 8,000 euros per academic year. So, like about this school, so University of Padua is like one of the oldest schools in the world, actually. Like to drive home how old this school is, its alumni includes Copernicus, right? You know, like the astronomers Copernicus. That's the guy. And one of its teachers was Galileo. So that's like it's about like 800 years old. A school. So like this is if you want to study in Italy, this is pretty much a like an opportunity that you cannot find anywhere else. This is like one of the first universities in the world. So yeah, if you want to study here, this scholarship is quite good. Now about the school, if you want to learn more about like application process, you can go here and learn. They have a lot of information here for example, bachelor's degrees or master's degrees and etc. The university, not very high tuition fees, around 500 United States dollars. Not very affordable to live in though, like University of Padua. It's, as you can see, close to Venice, right? Yeah. Okay. So you would also have the opportunity to see a lot of very important historical places, cultural places, touristic places. But again, a little expensive to live. But tuition fees are extremely affordable. And even though they are, this scholarship covers that too in entirety. And then you get a stipend of 8,000 euros per academic year. Now, you have to be a talented international student holding a non-Italian secondary school diploma or bachelor's degree and applying for an English taught program. Unlike the last one, this you have to be applying for specifically an English taught program. So you can click here to get more information about the scholarship. As you can see, it's pretty much the same. Hang on, let me see. I think either this number is updated or maybe there's some sort of nuance in this. But here it says 59 scholarships. So to highly talented prospective students, and you can see here the amount is pretty much the same, the duration and eligibility and how to apply. Again, pretty much the same with eligibility. Again, if you meet the requirements, you will be automatically considered for the selection procedure. And then we have the selection criteria, which is, since it's an excellence scholarship, like it's kind of based on your academic excellence. So yeah, this is if you want to study in Italy or in Europe, because it's quite like not central maybe, but quite a good spot for like if you want to see Europe. Yeah, that's a very good opportunity for you. Yeah, this is the Padua International Excellence Scholarship at University of Padua. If you have any questions that you might want to ask. So, Eamon, do you want to add anything about this scholarship?
Yeah, so studying in Italy or France, countries that's in Southern Europe, even Spain, I think is very affordable, and we can see that just looking at the tuition fees, which are on average 1,600 euros, and at the lowest, the equivalent to 500 US dollars, which is unheard of in other parts of
Right.
the developed world. Um, yeah, so the scholarship is just the opposite of the one we saw in China.
Right.
Basically, it's targeted or is targeting students pursuing English taught um, programs and excluding those who are going for programs that are taught in Italian. More or less, it's a great scholarship. It covers 8,000 in stipend, and that's like at least 5 times the amount of the tuition fees themselves.
Yeah.
So uh, I think it's a great opportunity. As far as the number of recipients is concerned, I think it was updated from last year, but I fixed it now, so the number on the website reflects the one on their website as well.
Okay. Yeah. Great. It does. I wasn't sure because like the same happened with the UCL one. Like it was 33, but then we learned the three was just for specifically Indian students. So I wasn't sure about that, but I guess it was updated. Yeah. So like when you compare this to UCL, like tuition fees are like day and night. They're so different. So yeah, I think this is a great school, like a great scholarship if you're interested. And I would say 8,000 euros per academic year would go a great way into like covering pretty much your entire expenses as a student. Yeah, it's a good scholarship, good school. So if you have any questions about this one or in general any other schools or scholarships, you can feel free to ask them anytime. Um, but seeing that we do not have any questions, I will move on to our fourth scholarship of the day, which is financial aid for master students at Geneva Graduate Institute. So this is for masters. Again, for its full funding, no nationalities, no subjects. We have a separate application, as you can see, and it covers tuition reduction. We'll see it reduces a lot, and we have an award of 10,000 Swiss francs as partial scholarship and an award of 20,000 as full scholarship per year. Like this is quite a lot. I mean, even though like Switzerland and around Geneva, uh, especially, is quite expensive to live in. This is quite a lot. So yeah, this is again in Geneva Graduate Institute. If you do not know, as you can see, it's a very small institute, but it's like a very high quality education institution. if you want to see where it is. Again, this is like one of the best spots that you can get in Europe. Here in the middle of Europe, in Switzerland. It's a very, very famous place, like from just the lake, the like Swiss Alps, and pretty much everything. Uh, so the school is, as you can see, a little old, a little modern school. Its alumni includes a lot of great people, for especially a lot of like internationally influential people like Kofi Annan, uh, like who a lot of people who had very influential, notable places on like a lot of international organizations, like in UN, or a lot of like for example, foreign affairs people like ministers and etc. A lot of prime ministers, a lot of ministers from other countries uh, are included alumni of this school. So it's a very small school, but it's a very high level educational institution. So again, you can just see the masters because it's graduate institute. We have deadlines here. The tuition fee is not that high, but it's still a little high. It's around 9,000 US dollars, and this reduces it a little to a further affordable price. You just need to be an international master's student or applicant of Geneva Graduate Institute. There are no other eligibility criteria. You can click here to go to the universities page. Okay, so here's the thing. As you can see, tuition fees are 8,000 Swiss francs per year, but this reduces it to around 3,000. And then if you are also, again, employed as a research assistant, if you are a beneficiary of a 3-year Swiss Excellence Scholarship, you get even more on top of that 8,000. Wait, was it 8,000? 10,000 award. So yeah. Again, as you can see, this is living costs are quite high, like around $20,000 yearly per academic year. That's quite a lot. Like for example, in comparison, for Chinese education in Beijing, it was around maybe $8,000, maybe $9,000. It's like more than twice that. So not very affordable in terms of living costs, but Switzerland is known for being quite expensive. But this can reduce a lot of it, and the awards can really help with that too. So as you can see, you have types of financial aid for PhD applicants. We have more information here, and they have a lot of information about like further financial aid opportunities. So you might want to check that out too. It'd be very helpful. And yeah, Eamon, do you have anything you want to add about this school? Or I don't know a lot about this school, but maybe
Uh,
information about the school or the scholarship.
yeah, so I just wanted to point out that the scholarship is only offered to master's students, and the part on the website where it says reduced tuition, that's for PhD students. It doesn't have
Mm,
anything to do with the scholarship. The scholarship either covers part of the tuition fees or is fully funded. Basically, it covered the tuition fees plus a stipend as well. Um, yeah, so but my concern is not really with the tuition fees, which are really low if we compare them to, for example, Canada, the United States. But it's with the living expenses in Switzerland. The living expenses are way too high compared
yeah,
to any other parts of Europe. So, for students who want to study in Switzerland, that's a big factor to consider. And I think landing the partial scholarship wouldn't really help. So it would really, really only be worth it if you get the full scholarship.
Right. I mean, if you get the partial scholarship, you're still out around 8,000 Swiss francs,
Hmm.
uh, which is which is still around 9 to 10,000 dollars, US dollars worth of living expenses. But also, uh, you might want to check this link out. Educate Swiss is a Swiss organization that offers the possibility of for to apply for to apply for loans. Uh, would you want to have that amount of student loans? I'm not sure about that, but this might be the paid employment at Graduate Institute of Administrative Support positions. Might be like if they gave more information about that, that'd be nice in my opinion. Like, what's the deal with that? How much can earn, or like how many recipients can get that? So like that could be worthwhile. But other than that, yeah, I don't think you can. I don't think a lot of people from other countries can afford an education in Switzerland without the full scholarship, I guess. So yeah, if you have any questions, again, they don't have to be about this scholarship or the school. You can just ask them. Um, Otherwise, I will move on to our last scholarship of the day. So, which is Cambridge International Scholarships at University of Cambridge. This is just for PhD students. I when I pick these scholarships, I try to add at least some for every degree level, like bachelor's, master's, and PhDs. This is for PhD. It's it looks it says partial funding, but like it covers a lot. Um, you can be any nationality except Ireland and United Kingdom, and there are no specific subjects for this. As you can see, it covers tuition fees, annual stipend, and immigration health surcharge. I don't think we need a lot of introduction about University of Cambridge. This is one of the best universities in the world, one of the best, one of the most famous schools in the world. Yeah, it's University of Cambridge. I'm not sure what to tell you about this one. You can see it has 4 scholarship, not a lot, but at least 2 of them, if I remember correctly, are full funding. You can see the application process here by clicking on an admissions page, and sure, okay, and seeing like the application fee and etc. Pretty much everything here, and tuition fees. Again, for like masters on average £44,000, which is a lot. It can go up to £60,000. Like not very affordable, uh, obviously, but this scholarship can make it quite well, comparatively easier to afford that. As you can see, this covers tuition fees, an annual stipend, and immigration health surcharge. So you need to be demonstrating academic excellence and research potential. Hang on, I don't think I've shared the link for this one. Just let me. Okay. So yeah, we can click here to go to the website and get more information, which is there's not much, if I'm being honest. Very prestigious scholarship and covers the tuition fee and annual stipend and etc. So you can find more like further information clicking here, and it's still pretty much the same what it covers. This is like basically forward, not a lot of information. It just covers your tuition fees. I mean, if you can get into University of Cambridge as a PhD student, that is already quite competitive. And yeah, so again, like even though it's very competitive, it also has a huge tuition fee. So this would really help you in covering those. I guess like I'm not sure about the living stipend, but you have to remember that you will be living in London, which is one of the most expensive places in the world. So yeah, on that note, it's a very good scholarship, I guess, in one of the best universities in the world. So yeah, that's it. Eamon, do you want to add anything to this one?
Yeah, like, um, what I would add. Well, first of all, you said that it was a partially funded scholarship, or at least it said that on the website. I think that was a mistake
Mm-hmm.
on the part of whoever made that draft. I fixed that, so it is a fully funded scholarship
Okay, great.
as it covers the entirety of the tuition fees. It covers a living stipend, which they say is enough for one person, so it will be calculated based on what they think one person would need uh, during the entirety of the year, plus insurance. Yeah, so with universities like Cambridge, I wouldn't worry much about tuition fees because I think if you are to be admitted at the University of Cambridge, I think that you will find a way to fund your scholarships or
Mm-hmm.
your uh, studies there because there are scholarships like Chevening, for example, if you get un unconditional uh, admission from a university like Cambridge, I think would be on the top of the list for the scholarship. Um, yeah, so I think it's a very straightforward scholarship, fully funded, only for PhD students. And yeah.
Yeah, so again, as you said, like it's already an extremely competitive school. Um, would be an extremely competitive
um,
program, I guess. So yeah, like university makes that clear too. Like, if you get into the program, like they promote students to other organizations or like funding partners as well. So yeah, this is one of those. Like takes pretty much care of anything that you might need. Uh, so that's it. That's Cambridge International Scholarships at University of Cambridge. So with that, we have finished our like analysis of the scholarships of the day. So if you have any questions, you might want to ask them now, or otherwise we will end the live stream here. So I'll give you a minute to like any questions that you might have. They don't have to be about the scholarship or this school. Can be about anything. Yeah, I see a lot of our viewers on the exit, like on the exit door right now. They're leaving. I guess we have no other questions, no further questions. In which case, we can just end the live stream. So again, we are here every Friday at this hour. We look into more scholarship opportunities. We pick the best, some of the best ones that we can showcase, and we can ask any questions. As you can see, we do our best to answer them for you. So yeah, that's it. Other than that, we are ending it right now. So take care. Bye.